smelling like hot brakes and clutch everywhere. Hi guys, we're out on another track day at Three Sisters. We're out in Dustin's beast, Jaguar XFRS, customised by us at Wraptor. I'm Dud from Wraptor, and this is
Alex
from Wraptor. Hope you guys enjoy the vid. Your motor, you take them out. Anyway, you got a helmet each then, haven't you?
You only bring one helmet?
Yeah.
That's a bit shit.
Do you want to see my helmet?
Yes, please.
Oh.
You got a red one for 12.50.
Maybe, but I got to wear other people sweat and then stand there looking like I'm wearing... Have you changed religion?
It's my pants, I told you.
These are your old
It's
pants?
my three-legged pants.
That's what happened to your pants that got holes in them. What are you doing here then?
We're letting some air pressure out.
How much are you going? 36?
We're going 33.
33?
From 42, that front one was at fucking 42.
Was it? 38 they are standard.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go like 36,
Yeah, but
35.
you don't want to set it standard at 38 because of the expansion of the heat.
Hey guys, welcome to another Wraptor video. In this episode we take Dustin's gorgeous French racing blue Jaguar XFRS, customised and tuned by us at Wraptor, around the racetrack at Three Sisters, hosted by Extreme VHP. We had a great day, really fun. I hope you guys enjoy the vid as much as we enjoyed this track day. Although, that's probably unlikely. So Dustin and I are taking it in turns as driver and passenger, and on the sideline we've got Alex, he rode shotgun sometimes as well, and we've got Trevor. Just in case it all goes wrong, we've got the Wraptor van and trailer, but hopefully we won't need that, right? Right? Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see to find out. We have some tasty motors here today. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I think that's my favourite. R32. I'm not sure if it's got a wide arch kit on it, or whether it comes like that. You lot can tell me, but love it. Look at that. Wow. What else we got? We got a, I don't know if that's a Caterham or a Westfield or something similar. That's probably the most fun thing to drive. And then we got this beautiful S15 Sylvia. Look at the colour. Big dustbin exhaust. It's got 350Z wheels on it, which probably isn't right, but they actually really suit it, to be fair. And that looks fun. I want to go. No GTI. Got Trev in his what's it, X-Type Fiesta. I'm pretty sure that's a Spectator. This thing sounded cool. Turbo noises. A little racy looking Citroen too. Let's film this row for you. It looks rather interesting, some of these cars. We've got an Evo there. Can anybody tell me what that is? I reckon it's a 5. I'm not sure, but it looks really nice. 350Z, AMG Merc, Golf R, Leon FR. That, what's that, a Cube or something? They made it look proper cool though, haven't they? Slammed on those wheels. Mr. Reliable. Yaris RS, okay. MG, I think that's electric, I don't know. GTI Rally, pretty cool. And this thing's just rolled up. Love it or hate it, I think that is cool as fudge. Check that out. Woo! Bit of fun. I'm smelling like hot brakes and clutch everywhere. But I guess that can be expected somewhere like this. Very tight, twisty track, so you accelerate, brake, albeit ideally as smooth as possible. Dustin's out again, let's get some footage. Right, Dustin is on track. He's at the back there. Coming through the S-bends, here he comes. Sounding awesome. He's being polite, letting the race van go. Here he is again. Oh, brakes are on, the hazards come on, as if. That sounds awesome, ripping V8. Good overtake then, well done mate. I hope it's got the audio. It looks and sounds awesome. Growling V8. Here he is again. It's getting dark. Lights on. Listen to the noise. Come on, lad. I can hear him. Where is he? race fan has stopped. And it didn't sound good. It sounded good earlier, but not now. Here comes Dustin. It's like he's done his sesh and he's coming off. There he is. Good.
Baby.
Raptor baby.
I'll leave that running. You shut her off in a second. It's going to jump straight out.
Yeah, no sweat.
Is that right? Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you, sir.
Now out in the Evo.
Yeah, I love the car, yeah.
Vroom vroom.
It's an helmet, yeah, it passes. It did a lot of
Here we are inside the cockpit. I am on duty of letting it cool down by keeping it running for a bit. Then we'll switch it off. Cools it down more gradually to look after your engine, basically. Whilst Dustin goes out in his friend's Evo 10, which I've just been out in. And I get why people like Evos now. Man, that thing bites into the tarmac. Even when the back end did step loose, just sort of kept his foot in confidence. Wow. Still, this thing has done really well. It's a big, like nearly 2-ton rear wheel drive car, and the throttle response is mega. Okay, it doesn't go around the corner as quick as the Evo, but it's got a really nice feel to the steering. Now it's got the bigger brakes on it, the wheel spacers, the Michelin tyres. We think it's previously lowered a little bit. It's got some wheel spacers on it as well. We've polybushed the front lower arms and fitted the Wraptor steering wheel, and it just feels really, really nice. So yeah, for a big car around such a tight track, it's really nice to drive. Well, as much fun as we're having, and as well as this car was holding its own despite being against much lighter, nimble cars on the track, slight concerns when the car came back with the brake discs blue and smoke coming out of the rear brake pads. Right, we gotta see this. Let's turn the Wraptor steering wheel out and have a look at the tyres, see how they're doing. It shows they've been on track, let's put it that way. Melted and folded over. So a couple of interesting bits we've come across is with the hard braking, the discs are turning a bit blue to symbolise a lot of heat in there. They're not vibrating yet, and this happened last time, and after a few normal road driving miles they just went silver again. So that's good. Now the backs went blue quicker than the fronts, even though the fronts do most of the braking supposedly. And not only that, one time we stopped and there was smoke coming off the pad. And what it is a number of things. So firstly, it's rear wheel drive, and with the traction control on, it's trying to brake those rear wheels when they slip. So since putting it in traction control mode, or even traction control off if you're brave and skilled enough, that's improved it. Another thing you can do is help the braking by using the downshift flappy paddles on the steering wheel, so that aids braking too. And the final thing is trying to smoothly just carry the speed through the corners rather than going really fast, anchoring on the brakes really hard to almost stop, go around the corner and then boot it off again. You want to be entering that corner smoothly, feeding the steering wheel in nice and gradually, and carry on the speed, meaning you don't need to brake as much. But despite these brake discs going blue, they're still performing perfectly fine at the mo. We've had a little bit of vibration, but again, it's all gone back to normal. Not only that, we're on a really tight, twisty circuit today where you're braking every few seconds, so that's probably a contributing factor. But now we've tried it on this type of track a couple of times now. This is the second sitting. I'm keen to try it on another track which is less braking but higher speed, so we'll see how it does. I believe this car's booked into, I think it's Donington in a month or two, so we'll see how it does then. The reason I'm so interested about the brakes, guys, if you haven't already noticed, is it's got our whopping Wraptor big brake kit on there, huge 405mm front disc, 6 piston calipers. They got better cooling, drilled, grooved, and they're about 4 kilos lighter per disc as well. So that's why I'm so interested in the brakes, but they're good so far. I'm worried that like we're going to overheat them and break them because I really want them to do well, but actually so far we're good. They've gone a little bit blue, felt a minor vibration in places, but literally cool down again, drive it normally, and it's all absolutely sound. So yeah, overall performing well. But it turned out it wasn't much to worry about. I think it was actually driver error, so multiple things led towards this. Firstly, having the traction control on, as in not even in track mode. What happens when the traction control kicks in? Well, it brakes the rear wheels. So it was using the rear brakes a lot. Not only that, but in automatic mode, it had minimal engine braking. So we needed to switch into manual flappy paddle mode so we could actually shift down the gears manually into the corners to aid the braking. And further to that, rather than going really fast on the straight, having an anchor on the brakes and go slow around the corners, we actually set a more uniform speed around the track and flowing through the corners, holding the speed, which I guess is the idea, right? After those things, the brakes were no longer smoking and we were going around faster than ever. I think it goes without saying though, on the track we've got the exhaust valves in loud mode. Oh yes. Amongst many other mods, this Jaguar XFRS has some sports catalysts we've fabricated into the exhaust, some meaty rear mufflers, and some carbon fibre exhaust tips, and some active exhaust valves. So that gives you the ability to go loud or quiet, and there's a whole other video on our YouTube channel of active exhaust valves to explain what they are and what they do and whether they're right for you. Very, very popular, very, very fun. Gives you the ability to have loud and quiet mode of your exhaust with a click of a button. So do go and check that video out. We'll leave a link in the description. If we're really clever with it, I'll try and put a link like a pop-up in the vid for you to click on in case you want to go off and check that video out.
Yeah, this helmet's piss wet, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Tegra Type R, nice track car, we let it past. So we've got 670 horsepower going from this engine down to the rear wheels, and the back end, even with the traction control in track mode, which only lets you have a tiny little bit of slip and then the traction control systems will kick in again, well, it was still letting the back end slide out, and we had a few interesting moments, shall we say. Now, if you like Dustin's XFRS, well, there is, to come soon, not yet though, a full video on the build of this car. Again, you'll be able to check that out soon on our YouTube channel, Wraptor Customs, Tuning and Wraps. And if you think this one is cool, well, check out the other one. It actually made front cover of Jaguar World magazine, so that car is going to be in the YouTube episode too. So I do hope you'll subscribe so you stay tuned and up to date with this one to come. Hope you enjoyed the vid, guys. The collection is gathered from a couple of DJI 360s, one mounted on a huge aerial on the back of the car, another one in the windscreen which captures us inside the car and out through the windscreen. There's some phone footage, and then there's the latest beast which I'm on now, is the DJI Pocket Creator 3 package, I think it's called. Really impressed with this camera. So it's all puzzled together with bits and bobs. I hope it flows nicely and I hope you enjoy the vid. Let us know your thoughts.